We welcome you to our groundbreaking today for the North Edison Branch renovation and expansion project. I'm so glad that all of you are able to see this momentous occasion in the history of the Edison Public Library, now celebrating 96 years serving the Edison Township. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the library board president, Anthony DiPasquale, who will be our master of ceremonies today.
Good morning, everyone. What a fantastic day to be gathered here. The weather's perfect for us. Besides all the possibilities of snow that we've had, the weather has been interesting, I have to say. Today marks the groundbreaking of our North Library's renovation, a project that is not just about bricks and mortar, but it's also about the heart of our community. When you think about it, a library is more than just a collection of books and resources. It's a haven for learning, and it's a place for ideas and inspiration. And you know, one of the things that I always remember for myself is when I was a young child who grew up in Rahway. The one thing that always sticks out in my mind is how my mother would always bring my siblings and myself to the library to story time. Like, I could always just remember that as a little child. It's one of the most important things that sticks out in my mind. It's where young minds discover the magic of stories, where lifelong learners find new passion. This renovation is going to bring fresh new spaces, updated technology, and welcoming areas for all ages. And none of this could have been done without the community, the library staff, and so many important people that I'm going to introduce. And it's a community effort. It's not just a library trustees effort. It's not just a mayor's effort. It's not just a director's effort. It is an effort for all of us. It's an effort of the past library trustees who have supported the idea of renovating and making the library the best it can be. So what I'd like to start off with doing is, if I could have the council people and the government officials and the current library trustees, if you could all stand up, please. And we can give them all a hand, please. So I just want to announce each one. We have Councilman John Pointer. We have Councilman Rich Brescher. We have Council President Margot Harris, Mayor Sam Joshi. We have Nish Patel. We have Robert Karambichik, Sterling Stanley. And in the back, we have, why can't I think, Rinky Singh, I'm sorry. We have Pallavi Kabadi. We have Jayothi. And we have Kat Leary. So we can all give you a hand again. Oh, who else is here? Fiona. Oh, and Fiona, I didn't see you. So thank you. Did I miss anybody? Joe? Oh, Joe Romano. Oh, you're all the way in the back, Joe. Joe Romano. Stand up, Joe. You may be seated. So one thing I just want us all to just remember that this renovation, it's not just adding on to a building. It's actually helping us to bring a brighter future for those that will use this library, not only now, but for many, many years ahead. You think about Clara Barton Library, that's been around since the 60s, and it's still serving people. And that's what we want this library to do, as well as all of the libraries in this town, is to be a place for the residents, for the students, and for everyone to enjoy and to learn. So thank you, appreciate it. I'd like to invite the mayor up. If you'd come up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I cannot tell you how excited I am to be here, because this library is very near and dear to my heart. For those of you who are not aware, I was born and raised in Edison my whole life, but I actually grew up on Library Place. I grew up just several houses down from this library. So this, and in the northern part of town, there's not many places to hang out and have fun. And the library happens to be one of them. It also happens to be from where I used to live, right next to, it was a crossroad, and whether you go to James Madison, John Adams, or J.P. Stevens, this was the hangout spot. And quite frankly, it still is if you come here right after 2:30, which is when the high school lets out. In this room, this is where kids hang out. So I've wanted to see the expansion of the library since I was a kid. I remember standing directly behind me saying that this should have been expanded further out. One day, let's make it happen. And it's a dream come true to be where we are now, seeing that it's more than 4,000 square feet of an expansion. And like our president or the chair of the board just said, it's a collaboration of a lot of people working together. I remember when I was a council member in 2020 and I served as a liaison for the library trustees board then, I had reached out to Speaker Coughlin and our state assembly members who are here with us today discussing the library grant. And at the time, we had a rendering done. I worked with Mayor Lanke and his administration and the board then. Pat Massey was on it as well, and Lisa, I don't know if Sue is here either, but we worked together and we came up with the concept similar to this one. This is a little bit different, more upgraded, better. And we had said that we wanted to go through applying this for this grant. At that time, we were awarded, fast forward, we applied, we were awarded $1.5 million. COVID happened, everything slowed down, and obviously the whole project, the speed of it slowed down. But we made tremendous progress. The reason why this is so important is because libraries are a staple of the community in every community that it is in. And it's important that we make sure that every single library that we have in town remains intact or continues to grow. And it will continue to serve, regardless of where we go with technology. Libraries will remain it's not just a book depository. It's not just a place where you can get circulation of books, but rather it is a learning experience. It's where you make relationships with your friends, your family. You get tutoring done here, and it's a safe haven of knowledge. That is what libraries are for, and they will always be known for that, even as we technologically move forward. So for all the trustees, current and past, that helped put this proposal together, thank you for doing the work, the good work of Edison Township, and helping me fulfill the dream that I had when I stood right back there as a kid. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Joshi. I'd like to invite Assemblyman Karabinchuk up. And Stanley? Come on. Yep. Both get together. All right.
So, first of all, it's an honor to be here today. And this is a long, long road. I remember when Sam first talked about the library, going years back, as he said. And, you know, with Pat, Senator Deignan, and Assemblyman Stanley, we worked hard to try to get that money, and obviously that grant was $1.5 million, which was good. And to see it happening now is fantastic. Because everybody hears our libraries are not going to exist anymore. That's not true. Everywhere across the state, libraries are a core piece of the community. As our young children come here, young adults come here, and our adults come here. Regardless of the technology changes that are happening all of the time, this is where you come. This is where you actually can touch it and use it and learn about it to be able to make your lives better. And that's what libraries are about. And Sterling, please.
Sure. Thank you. It's a pleasure being here, and it's a pleasure being able to help secure the money that we got for getting this expansion done. And like the mayor and like the Assemblyman said, libraries are not just a depository, it's not just a building. It's actually an exploration of a child's mind. A child gets to explore things that he would be able to do or she would be able to do or can't, or be able to identify future aspects, aspirations of what they want to do. Growing up as a child in Brooklyn, 53rd Street and 4th Avenue is where I spent most of my childhood because that's where my public library was. And as a child, I got to read so many different books, science fiction, mystery, detective, nonfiction, biographies, learned about history of the U.S., learned about the presidents, learned about the people that I grew up to admire as a young kid. And this is what this expansion, this is what this library is all about. This is what every library is about, enabling children to expand their minds, expand their world, so they can see everything and be able to experience everything through reading. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep defending the right for everyone to read any book everywhere. And we want to make sure that this continues. And all the things that we're doing right now to help expand this, the future technology, the future is all technology-based, but these buildings will continue to exist. Why? Because relationships are built inside these buildings. Thank you.
Thank you both. I'd like to invite up Council President Margot Harris.
So I'm going to start with my favorite library joke, all right? You ready? So this clueless woman goes into the library. She walks up to the front desk and she says, "I'd like a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke." And the woman at the library desk says, "Dear, this is a library." And so the clueless woman says, "Oh, okay. I'd like a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke." All right, all right. Anyway, good morning. It's so nice to see such a nice attendance on this important and long-awaited occasion. I was so privileged to be a part of I was the liaison to the library board in the years 2023 and 2024 and saw how hardworking the board members are to see what a great friends of the library we have. We have Sarah. We have Sarah here, who is you're the head, right? You're the president. Yes. By the way, we need more people to join the Friends of the Library. So get the word out there. It's such an important addition to the library itself. But this is really an exciting addition in addition to what's going on at the main library, which is really, we had a tour in December, and it really knocked my socks off in terms of what is going on there and how much better that's going to be. So between these two projects, we are really going to make Edison Libraries great again. So I want to thank everybody who's been a part of this. I want to thank all the current and past board members who have helped make this happen, for your dedication. And we so look forward to seeing what lies ahead. So thank you so much. Bye.
So before I bring Alan back up, I just want to mention a few more things. And Margot, thank you for mentioning Sarah with the Friends Library Group. Visit the library website, and you will see on the top, you'll see a link that will explain what the Friends do. The Friends are a very important organization for us. They help fund projects for us. They help get the word out for what's happening with the library. So please, please, please do that. The other things I just want to bring up are, as I said before, the library is for the residents. We need your feedback. We need the feedback from everyone so we can make this library for everyone. And just, stop by the library. Even if you're not here to take a book out or something, just walk in, say hi to the staff, say hi to the librarians. Just let them know how, things look. And, those little encouragements will just help overall the library staff. Just let the residents know, yes, we do have a library and people do use it. I hear the same thing. People go to the library? No, people use the library. When I stop by, the place is full with people. So let's get the word out that as Edison libraries are moving forward. Edison libraries are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. And there is so many things happening in the library, and there'll be a lot more. So thank you again, and I want to invite Alan back up.
My idea was not to make a long speech, but What I did want to do was to acknowledge some additional people who are here so that you can have a chance to chat with them. First, where is Jen? Is she? Jen's hiding. Jen Brenner is the Director of Library Development at the New Jersey State Library, and she represents today the state librarian who unfortunately could not be here with us. Thank you, Jen, for being here and for the support of this project from the New Jersey State Library. If you've ever checked out a book and wonder how that happens, Eric is the executive director of Stella, which used to be LMXAC, and so he is part of what makes the library happen every day. Thank you, Eric, for being here. Anthony Iavio and Disha are from A&I, who are our architects, and this is the second project we've worked on with them. And so pleased to be able to see this come to fruition. Mark Bukowski is the library's manager for this project, and I know he's going to keep everyone on task, I should say. And we also have a library foundation, and so Keith McCoy is the president of the Library Foundation. Some of you, of course, recognize Keith. He was the interim library director before I started. The foundation and the Friends work hand to hand in supporting the library and ensuring we have the money that we need to make things happen. We have, I think they were out with the equipment. Oh, Mikhail, they're in the back. They're our construction company, Palpro, and they will be starting soon. You're going to see a lot of work happening around here. Our new attorney, Joseph, back there, supporting us as well. And I want to thank, we have staff. Deborah Sarr, the assistant director, is here. We have Amanda. We have Sherry. Who else is around? Chris is back there in his hard hat for the occasion. So we want to thank their support in making things happen, because they're the ones who make that thing, though everything happen every day. Victoria is part of our marketing department, and she may be taking pictures of you as we're in the groundbreaking. And we have, I would say, good relations with our neighbors. Linda Hanson, the director of the South Plainfield Library, is here also to support the project, and so we thank all of you. I particularly want to echo what the mayor said, in that it was the mayor's idea to originally bring the thought about going for the construction grant to the library board. And so I think it was his vision that has really made this happen. He really was the one who was the catalyst and having us really get this building moving. So we're going to do two things. We're going to go outside for a groundbreaking. I hope you will join us for the pictures, and then we will come back here for some refreshments. I hope you will stay around and chat and talk about the future of the library. Anthony has brought some of the rendering of the new building. Probably several months from now, this window view will look a little different. We'll have a extension of this side of the building, a new addition, a new one on the other side, and we will have a new auditorium, an exhibit space, which will allow us to engage more with the community. So there are a lot of improvements in this 4,500 square feet, including more space in our children's department. This now says the North Edison Archive Room. It's going to be a new and improved makerspace learning lab for our students of all ages, I will say. And this is really exciting for me. You know, I've been here now over 3 years, and this was on the planning board almost from when I started. And so I'm really glad to see that this is happening. So if you like, we're going to go outside, and I hope you will join us for the groundbreaking.